guys, welcome to my channel. How you guys doing? Hope everybody's doing good. Let's see what's going on. For those of you who are new, my name is Lisa. For those of you that have been with me, thank you so much. Let's see what's going on. Got heart fog. You got bitterness. And we got soulmate at a distance. Let's see, get the energy going. Hi. Guess you guys are somebody's feeling left out. Somebody's giving mixed signals, somebody's feeling mixed signals, somebody's feeling like blocked emotions, somebody's feeling like they messed up. Somebody has a lot of anger within them. Hurtful words were said, and it's very deep connection. So, mixed signals, block emotions, messed up, bitterness, feeling resentful, anger, hurtful words were said. This is a soulmate union. There's a lot of love here. Excuse me. And there's probably a distance between you two. You guys are probably at a distance. And we got foundation and boundaries. Somebody put some boundaries up. Feeling like you guys had an argument and some hurtful words were said that you can't take back. Spirits are kind of like saying somebody put boundaries up, and that's the only way you can have a solid foundation, because I have foundation here. There is a deep connection within you guys right now, but there's somebody's not just seeing the whole picture. Some things are unsaid. Some things were said, but not with the whole relationship in itself. Somebody feels like they're falling. What else? I feel like I want to get another deck. I didn't know we were going to go this route. We got divine masculine right here. The yang. Masculine energy. It's a lot of dark cards here. Only one bright one. Feel somebody was falling in love. Yeah, they made poor judgment. see. This connection is very deep. It's a soulmate. You know, the soulmate can feel what the other person's feeling. And it's a strong connection. So it's hard to it's hard for the other person to know what they're feeling if you guys don't speak. Yes, some bad words, like bad choice of words were spoken, but if you use the other kind of words, like what led to this anger? Like what led to it? You need to see what led that and have a conversation about it. Because now this person's feeling resentful. They're not feeling very happy of what they said, because they feel very passionate about this person. It's a very deep unity. Somebody had to put boundaries after things were said. I'm feeling it was masculine. They did a very it's feeling unbalanced, a little bit distorted. This is a sign of like a union coming together. See, when the soulmate's coming close, things start feeling inside that you can't control. And mixed signals is like, I don't know how or why I'm feeling this way. I just do. I feel like a pull and pulled connection. Pulled and pulled connection. It's very deep connection where God is orchestrating it. When you're about to come into union with your other half. You guys go through this. First you feel it, then things start moving around. The unexplained things. You start feeling things you're never aware of what you're feeling. It's a very strong pull, and you don't know what's going on. It's a scary feeling. But it's to help each other. It's to help the union come together. So what you're missing, the other person has, and what the other person has, you're missing, and vice versa. And what the universe does before you're going to come to union, first you recognize the union. You know these feelings are coming, and they're going to be strong. They're going to be very, very strong. It's going to be a very strong pull and pulled. And each person's doing it, the masculine and the feminine. It's going to be like, it actually helps you recognize what you need to change to become, before becoming into union. So what the universe does, okay, recognizes that the union is there. And then something happens, like an explosion of like things that you still need to heal starts coming out. And it's an unexplained energy. So things start getting all tangled up, and then you don't know what's going on. So then you're feeling like all kinds of emotions, like up and down, angry, sad, happy, cry. Like, it's just like a mixture of all this stuff that's coming up from past trauma, it's just a sensation that you've never felt. It's a strong energy pull. And so you start like, don't know what's going on. You just don't know what's going on. You're like, you can't grasp it. But the universe does that on purpose, because you're about to be into union. You're going to, it's going to be very deep. I don't know about it, but I do know about it by reading books. It's a very deep connection, and the universe is setting it up to where you guys are both understanding the process that this is happening. And so when the masculine starts approaching the feminine needs to be in this certain place in her life where no chasing, no needing, no chasing, no like interacting with this. So she's got to put a firm boundary up and say, no, I'm not going to tolerate this, and let the masculine know, it's not going to happen like this. I already recognize these red flags. No, this is not. So then, when she puts boundaries, the masculine knows, oh shit, I kind of fucked up. And now he knows, like, you gotta do this before union comes, because if you let things slide, you're gonna fall back into the old ways of relationship. So when the feminine is already at that point where, she's not gonna tolerate stuff. She's not. And the masculine needs to know his boundaries where, you can't act the way you used to act no more. This is a different union. So both of them, it's a little struggle here, but a union is coming in when this starts happening. Yeah, you start feeling conflicted, clashing, indifferences, incompatible, but it's like a mixture of both, because you're recognizing your old ways, and you know that you can't do it like that anymore. Not in union, not with your true soulmate. It ain't like before. This relationship ain't gonna be like the others that you've had. No, this is gonna be different. Things are gonna be moving inside you that you can't explain. The energy is gonna go up and down. You're gonna feel these energies like you don't even know what to feel. You just know that you've fallen, just like right here. Like you've fallen. And you guys are gonna have to communicate. A lot of strong communications and explaining how you guys are feeling, because it's gonna be heavy. But it's coming. Once you guys have this communication, it's gonna come together. And you guys are gonna build a firm foundation. And you guys are gonna both have boundaries of what you tolerate and what you don't. And you gotta make that very, very clear. And somebody's spying. Somebody's spying. Maybe your social media. Maybe rereading stuff that you guys wrote together. Trying to find information. What are you doing? Do you know, once God performs this for you too, and you know that you're going through like a little separation, because you already recognize that it is your soulmate. You're going to go through a little bit of separation, and you're going to start recognizing Because it's orchestrated. God is orchestrated. You guys are meant to be together. But God wants you to understand how. Working together. It's not like past. You can't act like the past relationships. Not with this. It won't let you. But when God puts you with this person, yeah, you can't break this union up. And you guys gonna have to work at it. And work at it. There's no separation after that. It's the finale. It's the last one. So you're gonna have to go back and reread everything and look at the fine details, and you're gonna have to figure out a way. Past life. You guys knew each other in the past life. And you cannot be repeating patterns. And the karmic lessons? No. No more. No more karmic lessons. Time to face up and realize this is a God-given gift. Perspective. You're going to have time and distance away from each other to get your head back. Time alone. Time for separation. You guys are recognizing this connection? Can't. You're not going to be able to fight it off. You're looking at this person like that's your happiness. How do I figure out how to continue it? By a lot of work, a lot of communication. But in this little time of separation, God is watching, saying, you guys gotta do this. This is your person. How are you guys gonna work this out? How are you guys gonna figure this out? Somebody's going to be hitting a breaking point, and it's going to have this final straw, and it's going to feel a little bit overwhelming. It really is. It's going to be a very, very strong connection, and you're going to have this pull until you guys communicate. And it's going to feel like the breaking point, like inseparable. That's my other half. And when you guys do come together, it's going to be like ecstasy. One's going to be the runner and one's going to be the chaser, and then vice versa. It's going to be like a chasing thrill, an excitement, good times. But first, you got to go through this isolation. But you know that union is close. Very strong union. It's going to be it's going to feel a little bit like lust. It's going to feel a little bit like forbidden. It's going to feel like one of you guys is going to feel like a non-committal, very strong sexual energy. It's going to be unexplainable. Something you've never felt before. And then you guys are going to start having the realization. A light bulb moment. Infinity. Understanding. And both of you guys are awakening to this relationship. You're just going to recognize it. In this separation, you guys will be reminiscing about each other. Dwelling. It's going to be bitter, but at the same time sweet. Like a bittersweet. And you have bitterness. But then it's going to start becoming sweeter. Once you guys communicate. When God starts, putting you back together. Because you guys are going to have a separation. You're going to meet, have a separation, and then come back together. And when you do guys come back together, it's going to be a whole. Two half souls coming to becoming one. With strong boundaries, give and take. And it's the finale. That's the finale. The last person. No more circles. No more walking away. No more wearing a mask. No more. It's gonna be the end. The one God chose for you. The one God chose for you. And I'm losing my voice. I don't know where that came from. I had a voice earlier. And then new beginnings. This is going to be, you're going through the process. And if you guys, some of you guys don't know or recognize when you're coming into a soulmate relationship or twin flame relationship, there's Google. Google it up. Educate yourself on it. Because it's scary. But it's not scary. It's work. Work on yourself. Having to learn how to be with a partner again. And working together. Because that's what God wants. That's what Spirit wants. He wants this. He chose this for you. You guys chose each other before you even got here. All that past relationship, all those bad relationships you've been through, this is nothing like that. You passed a certain level. And waiting and fighting and, learning your worth and putting boundaries and all that is going to be gone. This union is here. You're going to run into them, meet them, know something weird about this. Then you're going to be separated. And you guys are going to that pull's going to pull you. And it's going to feel scary. And you're going to feel like, oh my God, what was that? Why are we not talking about it? Because you got to recognize that you're coming into union. And when you do come into union and get to that breaking point where that's your person, you're going to feel like you've never felt before after breaking up in a relationship. You're not going to be that person where after you break up, you're not going to just take off, get mad. It's not going to be the same like that. And you're not going to yell. It ain't going to be like that either. It's going to be different. It's going to be something you're going to have to work at. Because it's the last one. You hit. You pass certain courses of getting to that level. Those relationships, they were just testers and it's for you to grow up and for you to realize that, you don't want this and you don't want that and da. Okay. This relationship's not going to be anything like that. Once you guys figure things out. And you got to recognize it. And you're going to recognize it. Spirits are going to make it known. They're going to make it known. The this is your person. And it's going to be a little bit scary. It's going to feel scary. But once it starts happening, once you recognize it, and once you start, it's going to be a yearning. No, this person's different. It's like exception. You're my exception, or something like that. It's gonna be the last one. And then that's when all the good stuff starts happening afterwards. Once you recognize it and talk it through and know, because it's gonna be known. It's gonna be like your body, an unexplainable, like the more you part, it's like gonna feel like ripping, oh my god, like ripping open. And the more you're gonna be in that separation, it's gonna be like a rip. And then God's gonna put you back together. You guys gonna be whole. So it's gonna feel a little bit out there right now, but once you get that beginning and you start trying again, and you guys gonna go in this new direction together, and you guys gonna start all over again. And that's when you guys are gonna come together to this new beginning. And it's going to be like no union you've ever felt. There's going to be so much loyalty right here. There's going to be trust. Nothing like you've ever experienced in the past. And you're going to start believing. There's going to be some unexplainable confessions. Unveiling, conversations. You're gonna come clean on everything. You're gonna be able to speak to this person like you've never spoken to anybody in your entire life. These messages are just gonna start coming, flowing in. You're not gonna be distracted anymore. I'm just gonna focus on that one person. No more distractions. Not gonna be sidetracked anymore. Change is gonna happen. But after these delays, it's gonna be one more delay. Google it. Once you start becoming into union, start learning about it. Because everybody has a different outcome of how to get there, because everybody's different. But we've all been through the trauma. We've all been, the player, and the crying, the hurt, the pain. All that's gonna come out. And the other person's going to understand the same thing, because the other person, your other half, is went through the same thing you did. So it's not going to be where you have to explain too much. It's like their soul's going to know. And they don't want to do that to the person. They're not going to want to do this no more. And neither is the other one. So it's going to, change. But after this delay, it's going to be a little delay first. It's going to feel a little bit conflicted. A little bit, where your differences are going to come out. Because not all soulmates are extreme identical. There's going to be difference. First, it could be a girl, boy. You don't know. Or whatever you like. But there is going to be one's going to be the other half of what you're missing, and the other person is going to be the other half of what he's missing, vice versa. And yes, and after this delay, they're going to return. You guys are going to have this second chance. Because after the separation, after that, there's no more separation. And the opportunity is going to start growing and making amends. And it's going to be like an opportunity that you've never seen before. Unexplainable. You guys are mirroring each other. You guys share the feelings. You guys reflect so much. It's like a mirror soul. Your soul mirrors their soul. This person can tell if you're lying, and you're going to be able to tell they're lying. Like it's a split image of you with a little bit of differences, you know? Like a twin flame. Because after the soulmate becomes a twin flame, it's like your twin. It's going to be no more influences, no more third parties, you know, no more, you're not even going to want to hang out with friends. You guys are going to just be wanting to hang out with each other automatically. I mean, not saying you can't hang out with friends, but your connection is going to be like zoned in to that one person. Do not let pride stand in your way. Don't let arrogance come between you, or your ego, or being stubborn, Spirit says. This union does not accept that. It ain't like the past relationships. You can't do that anymore. It's not gonna be allowed. It's not gonna be tolerated. I don't know why I'm blurry. Camera. Oh. Emotional storm. You're not gonna know how to deal with this energy. Confirmation. It's gonna feel a little bit unstable. Unexplainable. It's gonna be the runner and the chasing, and then the chasing and the runner. One's gonna pursue, the other one's gonna take off, the other one's gonna take off, the other one's gonna pursue. But that the spirits do not want you to bring toxicity into this relationship. No. And do you know if you're going through this, that it's all orchestrated from the other side, so you can trust this. Trust the process. And it's going to be so beautiful afterwards. They're going to come to you like, you know, the birds to the flowers, the bees to the honey. And you're going to feel like charming, grateful, thankful. This person's going to treat you with kindness once this evolves, and it's going to be only you. I only have eyes for you. I recognize now. There's nothing else I want in this world. I just want you. I'm devoted to you. I'm attached to you, and the craving is going to be so strong. You ain't gonna know what hit you. Spirit hit you. Not many people experience this. So if you do experience this, cherish it. It's God's gift. And there's going to be apologies. Coming into union. You're not going to be able to fight this pull. No. It's going to be, kind of like your first, I even think times two. Your first broke up, like your first time you ever dated when you were younger. That first breakup, that painful first breakup. Well, times that by 3. That feeling that you felt. Thinking you were going to be with that person forever. And these kids, these teenagers know that that's not, that's the first stage. It's doing life. I mean, some people get lucky. I don't know. Some people just tolerate it. Just tolerate the other person. Some people can't tolerate it. Some people just grow away from each other. Regardless on how you got to this journey, this is the journey God chose for you now. And then once you get into union, there's no more playing. And you're not even going to want to. That's how strong this bond is going to be. You're going to know when they're bluffing. You're going to know when they're lying. You're going to know. You're just going to know what they're feeling. What you feel, you're going to feel. You're going to know what's wrong with the other person. It's a twin, a soulmate. You're going to understand. No more wearing masks. You gotta communicate. Let each other know. But spirits want you to know to trust it. You don't have to worry about, any of that other stuff no more. No more. Yeah? Some people run from this energy. Some people run. You're going to feel like they're disappearing. You're going to feel invisible. The separation before union is like that. But once you guys come into union, it's only for a little bit. I don't know how long the process it's going to take you guys to realize that this is your connection. But once you're going to struggle with this pull. You're going to struggle with this energy pull that you need to be next to that person again. Like you're going to feel like magnets. Like you can't pull them apart. Once the runner and the chaser and, it's going to exhaust you if you even try that. Is what spirits are saying. So don't even try like how before. It's not going to work like that no more. That's done. This is orchestrated already. You're already in it. And you're gonna get your self growth back with this union. You're gonna find your other soul. And it's gonna feel nourishing. You're not gonna have a decision in this. And it is going to be a little bit painful. Painful process. It's a painful process. But after that, after everything unfolds, you would do it all over again. Once you're on the other side. Once you start seeing the other side. And once you start recognizing why you went through all that hell for nothing. You didn't go through all that hell for no reason. You went through all that hell to recognize what's coming for you. The true one that God set for you. You guys find each other every lifetime through a struggle. No more conflicted. You're going to start being open-hearted. Your heart's going to open. You're going to be very empathic and very vulnerable. What does Spirit want to say about this? One day. That's it, one day. Was stuck in these cards from last reading. Yeah. One day. Love is gonna find you. You're not even gonna know when it hits you. And no other love's going to exist with you. It's gonna be like, nope. You probably in another lifetime, but right now I'm here. I don't even think that happens. I think you guys find each other every lifetime. Never-ending union. Infinity. Spirit wants to say any more? I got one. Okay, we got three. Alright, it says you're on the right path. Alright, there is not enough faith to manifest your desires. You don't have faith in this soulmate. You're gonna feel like it's not happening when you guys are apart. But you're gonna have to have faith. They're only gonna be gone for a little while. Till you heal, until they heal. And then you're gonna start feeling this pull, this unexplainable pull, until you guys come together and work things out. And it's gonna feel like that every time you separate from that person, till you fix it. And God's gonna make you fix it until this union comes to fruition. And this might be happening in a few weeks. Alright? Well, this union's coming together. Be prepared. I love you guys. Take care. Be safe.